This is the Ask the RK Child show featuring none other than who? That was like the perfect segue, you all. Let's try this again. This is the Ask the RK Child featuring
Georgina Rivera. Sorry, I was opening up my Facebook feed so I could read the comments. I'm trying to be prepared. You caught me.
So check this out. Thank you all for watching the Ask the RK Child show. This is going to be an amazing show, another amazing episode. This is where you can submit your questions. Yep. And we only do 2 to 3 per show, just for time's sake, only 2 to 3 per show. Someone has already submitted a question. So guess who's coming first? April Thompson. April Thompson's question is first. It's right here. So,
okay.
Also, we have some questions that have been submitted prior. We're going to try to get to them. But when you submit something live, you get first dibs. You get first dibs. So check this out. First question on the Ask the RK Child show featuring my fabulous, wonderful co-host.
Georgina Rivera in the house. In the house.
Here we go. Here's the question.
Yep.
Oh man, they didn't even address it to me. I feel some type of way. All right, just joking. Here we
go.
I
hope I'm prepared, Chris. I'm a little nervous for this.
You're prepared. This is from April Thompson.
Hey,
April. Thank you for submitting your question. Here's the key. If you don't want to be called, you type in all 9s. April typed in all 9s. Yeah. Mrs. Rivera. Yeah. Can you please talk more about your experience and background? How many years of classroom experience do you think a potential math coach should have?
Okay.
That's a good question.
So I can
April,
tell
thank you for your question.
Journey. Yeah, I can tell you my journey. So I spent 15 years in middle school math, 10 years in 6th grade, and 5 years in 7th grade. And then I transitioned into coaching, so 15 years. I don't think you need to go as far as 15 years, but I would say you need to spend enough time to get some credibility in terms of, teaching content, working with students, because teachers look at that. When I moved into coaching, people saw me as credible because they're like, okay, she spent 15 years in the game, right? That's part of it is, have you been in the classroom? So you want to transition, I don't know. I like to say 5 to 7 years, maybe 10 if you're really, if you feel like you want to stay longer, but you really want to build up what I say is your instructional toolbox. Working with students, knowing those strategies for mathematics, understanding the content deeply. You really want to have your toolbox built up over those years before you move into coaching. So is there a set number? No, but anything less than 5, I think people would be like, not sure if they're that credible. Just saying. In most coaching jobs, when I see them posted, it will say 5 years of teaching experience is required.
And a lot of people are like, why do I know what I know? I got this. You get better every year.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm going along your lines. I think you need 5 years in the game.
Yep.
And 5 years as a teacher. You learn when you get older in your educational journeys, you'll realize those were the most impactful, and those were I call it, I like to cook in crock pots. You let something simmer over time. That's what it's like when you're teaching. You're simmering, you're getting ready, because once you get in that coaching role, it's a different level of, it's not just content knowledge, people knowledge, as we stated on the episode. If you're watching this on the pre-recorded section, go back and check out episode 5 tips to become a mathematics coach. That's going to help you. But it's not just about, do you know math? Can you lead people? Most importantly, can you impact change among students?
Yeah. And I want to add on too, like coaching is math, content knowledge, but it's also like classroom management, rapport with students. So like the coaches that I recently hired, they were excellent teachers in terms of mathematics, but they also knew a lot about classroom management. And so people can't separate the two. Like you're not going to go into classrooms and not know how to work with students. So you need to understand how to work with students, how to work with adults, and really understand the math. And that's not going to happen in 2 to 3 years. So you've really got to build up those skills over time in your leadership skills. I find my best coaches have a combination of excellent soft skills, which means they can work with students and people, and they have really good content knowledge. That to me is like the perfect combination.
Now, in those 5 years, you're not going to be average. You're going to maximize. You're going the extra mile. Like if in this 5, you're like, I'm going to do 5 and I'm out. I don't want to say you won't make it, but think about how effective are you going to be.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for. Effective mathematics. We have enough average math coaches. We have enough average teachers. Think
Right.
about the students. That's,
Yeah.
you all know I care about them. I love you all. I care about the students. They don't need average. They need the best of the best. And are you willing to put in the work to do that?
Yeah.
All right.
Next question.
April, thank you. Question number 2, coming live from the website. For time's sake,
Yep.
this may be the last one. So I know I'm going to we do 2 to 3. I said the other day I'm doing 3. Today, the first show went a little long. I'm going to doing 2. And these are great 2 questions. This is from Jackie, and this is on my website. I feel special. Somebody's using the website. Here's Jackie's question.
Yep.
What is each of you? So she's asking both.
Yeah,
April just asked you, but just mess with you, April.
Let you answer first.
I'm gonna read slow so I can process them. What is your top tip for supporting my crew of 22 teachers during this quarantine time? I got one. I can go first.
Okay, go.
My top tip for everybody who is supporting, she said top tip. She didn't say my top tip.
Okay.
During this time of quarantine, again, depending upon when you're watching this episode, this is the year 2020 of March, dealing with the coronavirus. My top tip to everyone, less is more.
Yep.
Let's do fewer things great than a bunch of crap that I'm seeing. And I love the word crap out here. A bunch of smorgasbord of stuff that we just, just throwing dots and throwing pencils up to see what sticks. Yeah. This is the time for you to really, as a leader, showcase. We're not going to try to be everything we're going to do a couple good things great and build upon them. Right now, I'm seeing people with 100 things to do, and it's like, what the heck?
Right.
Use this time to reset and rebuild.
Yes.
That is my top tip. This is not the time to just see what sticks. For what? For what? All right. I can go on and on, but I'm going to let you go.
So mine is similar. I actually met with my math coaches yesterday, and what we decided was less is more. So we're going on quality versus quantity. So instead of sending people to a lot of places, we're saying these are the places because people are getting overwhelmed. And this is the work of PLC and Solution Tree. Focus on the essentials. So we've identified when we get back, what is the essential learning and what are the resources we're going to use to help teachers teach this on this new live platform. And that really is critical because we want a guaranteed and viable curriculum because of all times right now, things can be all over the place. Inequity could happen. It's happening, right, Chris? If we're going to keep it real.
Inequity is happening.
It's happening. But I said to my coaches, if we're going to be collaborating, so now our collaboration has gone across the whole entire district. So I've assigned each coach to one grade level, and they're going to plan as a 5th grade team around essential learning and these quality resources. And that's it. And we don't know what it's going to look like yet. It's going to develop over time. Maybe we'll add things as we go. But we're going to start small and we're going to go and be results oriented because if we see what we do isn't working for kids, we've got to change that right away. So we're going to work as a PLC across the district via obviously a platform like this, focused on essentials and a few things. So that would be mine.
Perfect advice. Hey, I apologize if we can't get to your question. We gotta go. We gotta go. Like, we love you all. We appreciate you tuning in to the Ask DRK Child Show featuring
Georgina Rivera.
The next show we're gonna practice. You're gonna be tight.
Yeah, I gotta say Gina Rivera. I gotta keep it a little quicker. I'm gonna work on that.
Yeah, be quicker. So we appreciate
Math Coach Rivera.
Perfect. So now tell the people how can they reach you? How can they reach you?
All right. So if you want to reach me on Twitter, it's at Math Coach Rivera, and you can DM me there. That would be the easiest place for you to reach me, and then we can dialogue. And if I don't know the answer, I'm gonna send you to Chris. No?
Yeah, send it to me. This is your boy, Dr. Christopher J. Childs. How can you reach me? I'm on all social media platforms. Right now, if you found this, you know how to find me. If you can't still find me, Google. Like my mentor said this, and I'll leave the show with this. His son's friends were asking, "What does your dad do?" He told the son, tell him to Google me. That was the hardest. And this was years ago. So he's a big fish. So years ago, I was like, that's dope. So
Yeah.
if you found it, just Google Dr. Christopher J. Childs, your favorite teacher, the academic rock star, that guy, and you'll find me. We appreciate each and every one of you for tuning
Yes.
in on the live stream and however you're consuming this content. Hey, until the next time, you all be safe. We out.
We out. Bye, everybody. God bless.